Because a lot of the time you'll find yourself feeling like it's not worth doing it. You're wasting your time. It's not taking you anywhere. You're not getting anywhere because you haven't yet started getting results. And this is the most difficult part. This is the part that I find myself in. And day in, day out, it is a mental battle to keep going on because I know I have no choice. The only way that it ever stops is if I give up. And for me, because my mental is tied to everything in this life, giving up essentially means that I'm dead. That is the only way that I ever give up for me, in my perspective. For you, giving up could mean that you stopped going to practice, you stopped going to training, you stopped a particular act. I can never do that. I'm not that type of person. I'm not that type of being. The only way I can ever give up is when life forces me to give up. Otherwise, there is no other way that I ever give up. It will never be my choice because I respect each and every single decision that I make within my life, regardless of the age that I was at when I made that decision. So when I say this, there are decisions that I made when I was 9 years old, and I never went back on them. There were decisions that I made when I was 15 years old. I never went back on them. There were decisions that I made when I was 20 years old, and I never went back on them. Because at the time that I made that decision, I was probably going through a lot of pain, and therefore it forced me to reflect. And it put me in a position where I had to make a decision to decide, am I going to carry on this way and take whatever pleasure I'm getting with the pain, or am I going to veer off into the unknown and see what else is out there for me? And that is how I've kept my growth every single year. Because what you'll see amongst a lot of your colleagues, a lot of your peers, is that at certain ages, some of them will stop growing. And some of them stopped growing when they were children. And they go into the adult world with the mindset and the mentality of a child. Some of them stopped growing when they were teenagers. And they go into the adult world with the mindset of a teenager. And then some of them are adults and they've stopped growing, not realizing that you're going to go into your senior years, you're going to go into your grand years, and you have to continue growing throughout all of this and realizing that you are changing, my friend. You have to look at your body, look at your face, look at yourself in the mirror, realize the changes that are taking place, realize that you're getting older, and it is what it is, and you just have to accept it, and you're running out of time. If you are working towards something, if you're just here, you just have to accept that time will always catch up with you. Even if you do not feel like you're running out of time and you feel like you have all the time in the world to do this and to do that, and you feel invincible and you're young and you're fresh, realize that time will catch up with you. And I think for you to acknowledge and see these changes in real time is the only way that you'll be able to accept it and not become a bitter old person carrying the spirit of a child, or the spirit of whatever stage that you stopped growing and you gave up. You do not want to become like that. You want to continuously grow, grow, grow. And the only way is for you to acknowledge and accept the changes that are taking place. Accept the fact that you're getting older. You're not going to be as attractive anymore. So whilst you're attractive, appreciate each and every single day that you have that within you and you have that on you. However, most people do not appreciate. They'll only appreciate at the end of their lives if they are blessed enough to be sat on their deathbed and given time to run it back mentally. And this is how you maintain a healthy mind state and a healthy mindset, is to watch your life as if it is a TV show, a TV series, a movie. Because when you're watching a TV series, a TV show, you always seem to see the truth. However, when it's now your life, it's not the case. You want to ignore and act as if certain things do not exist when they do. And the key to a healthy mindset is acknowledging those things,